guys, my name is Rose. This is my first YouTube video ever. My husband got me a ring light a few years ago for my birthday and I haven't gotten to use it. So I figured I'd use it today. I'm making this video because in a couple weeks, actually on, I should get my phone. Hold on. Oh my God, I'm filming on my phone, so I'm an idiot. So anyways, I guess I won't have a calendar to look at, but my next pregnancy test and lab test is gonna be on June 30th. So, you know, fingers crossed, I can start July 1st, which I think is a Saturday. Hopefully I can pick up my prescription then. But I wanted to make this video because I have seen a lot of videos, I've watched a lot of stuff over the past couple weeks once I found out that I was going to go on Accutane, and I was like, what kind of things should I be like using? What should I be expecting? And there's tons of videos on YouTube that are super helpful. So I figured I would document my journey, and if this is helpful to someone else out there, then that would be great. I have compiled all of my products over here that I wanted to talk about, but I guess I'll just give you a short backstory on my acne journey. I really started breaking out when I was in middle school, and I know my mom was on Proactive and she was like, hey, maybe you can try to use this and maybe it will work too for you. And so I went on Proactive, just like the 3-step system, and I did that for quite a few years. I think maybe up until like 10th or 11th grade. And it kept my acne at bay for the most part. But I was also on birth control, and I know that that can kind of help or hurt your acne as well, depending on which type you're on. So yeah, I was just on a combination oral pill and my skin was doing pretty good. But around, I think I wanna say junior, senior year, it started getting bad, and I was like, obviously that's like a time where you're very self-conscious of yourself and you see all of your peers, you know, they have clear skin, and I was like, okay, I wanna do something about this. So I went to the dermatologist with my mom, and he prescribed doxycycline, which is an antibiotic, and some sort of topical treatment as well. So, you know, I tried that for a little, it worked for a little, but it came right on back. I know in my 20s, like when I was 20, 21, probably up to like 4 or 5, I had huge cystic acne, and it was on my forehead, on my chin. I was dating my husband at the time, and I was like self-conscious of myself. I would always wear makeup around him. Yeah, and that's just kind of a sucky feeling, to be honest. So yeah, then fast forward to, I guess, a few years ago, I was like, my acne is still being so annoying. And I'll put up some pictures on the screen with some timestamps so you can kind of see where my skin was at. Okay, so here are just a couple photos. We have the first one in September of 2020, right in the middle of the pandemic. I don't know if it was the mask or stress or what was going on, but my skin was not happy. And this is right before I started going to a skincare place where they have a program that you follow for like 12 weeks, and it did work, and I'll talk about that more in a little bit. But obviously my skin was so clear in January of 2021, and then I think my skin maybe just got used to the routine, and it's just progressively gotten worse and worse. And then obviously the last photo is from this month, and we're right back to where we were in 2020 after spending so much money and time on trying to fix my skin. So it's just kind of frustrating. But my friend had gone to this skincare clinic, and they had the face reality system. So it's like a 12-week program. You go through a chemical peel every 2 weeks, and then every 2 weeks they also adjust your skincare routine with new products, higher percentages of products, and things like that. And honestly, my skin did clear up. And then I was in kind of the maintenance phase where you just go in for a peel every 2 months. And I've been doing that for probably the last year or so. But the past month or two, my acne is just like coming back. I was in like a maintenance phase. We were transitioning into treatments that would more help heal my scarring rather than active breakouts, but I don't know if that triggered something or what, but now my skin is freaking out again. So I went to the dermatologist, and I was like, I'm 30 years old and I can't do this anymore. Like, I just can't do it. And he's like, okay, well, what have you tried? I went through all of the stuff that I've tried, and he's like, I mean, honestly, we can give Accutane a try if you want. And I did know some stuff about it, and obviously not a doctor. I'm not a dermatologist. I'm none of those things. But it's obviously a very serious drug. I'm not recommending anyone do it. Definitely look into the side effects and if they are worth it to you or not. But for me, I'm 30 years old. I'm so over the up and down with the acne. And I was like, I think I want to try it. I'm ready to try it. I know all the side effects. I know the risks. And honestly, all of the videos I've watched, they're like, it's 100% worth it, even though it sucks so bad while you're doing it. So I'm going to give it a try. So I have 2 more weeks until I take my second pregnancy test and lab test. If you're watching this video, I'm sure you kind of already know what the protocol is for Accutane. It's pretty intense. But if you don't know, I'll just kind of go through it very quickly. You can't get pregnant. You can't be in the sun because the medication makes your skin very sensitive to the sun. You can't drink because the medicine is also processed through your liver. You don't want to put more stress on your liver, so you should not be drinking alcohol. You will experience, obviously, a lot of dryness. I think that's the thing that's popped up the most in all the videos that I've seen, is they're like, my lips are so dry, my eyes are dry, my nose is dry, things like that. So a lot of the products I've gotten were recommendations from other people that said it helped. Other than that, you have to be on 2 forms of birth control because you cannot get pregnant. The medication will cause very serious side effects to a fetus. So they just want to make sure you're really not going to get pregnant. So you can pick your 2 forms of birth control that you want to use. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Now I just have to wait, make sure I'm not pregnant, make sure my liver, blood levels are good to go, and then I'm going to start taking the medication. He has me starting 30 milligrams on the first month, and then he'll bump me up to 60, he said. So I guess that's mostly it for backstory. And if you are suffering with acne, I know how hard it is on your self-confidence. Sometimes I don't even want to leave my house without makeup on. And that really sucks. It's like, I just want to run to Target really fast, but I'm like, oh, I need to put concealer on my spots so no one's looking at me. Which nobody is ever looking at you, just so you know, because everyone is so focused on themselves, they're not looking at you. But the thought is still there, and it still affects me and you daily, I'm sure. So yeah, I feel for you. There's options out there, and I'm just gonna get into, I guess, the products that I got. So yeah, let's just jump into it, I guess. So I will list down a couple of the creators that I saw that I watched their videos, so you can maybe go there too and get some recommendations as well. But I'll just start with your morning skincare routine. So this, let me just make sure this is recording really fast. That would suck so bad if it wasn't. Okay, sorry. I'm gonna try not to make this video a million years long. So, first step of your morning skincare routine is this CeraVe facial cleanser for normal to dry skin. I have tried this out a couple times already. It is very hydrating. Like you can feel that your skin is really soft after using it. But because my skin is so oily, it doesn't really, you know, cut the oil. So I have only been using this a couple times just to try it out before I start Accutane. For morning skincare lotion moisturizer, this one was recommended by quite a few people. I've also heard I think like Cetaphil or the Vanicream is a good option as well. But this daily moisturizing lotion for normal to dry skin, it's lightweight. I should be able to put it under makeup and it won't be like too thick or anything like that. So sunscreen, because your skin is so sensitive to the sun, you increase your risk of burning. So it's very highly recommended to just stay out of the sun. But if you're gonna be out, I have some sunscreen options for you. So this one is the Copper Tone Sunscreen Lotion Sport, 50 SPF. This one I'll probably just use on like my arms, my legs, my chest, anything that's out, probably my hands as well. I do work outside a couple days a week, so I'm gonna have to figure out either like a giant sun hat or long sleeves or something that I can be protected because I'm outside like 6 hours at a time. So we'll see how that goes, we'll see. This is a face sunscreen that was recommended. It's the La Roche-Posay 60 SPF Anthelios Water Lotion Sunscreen. It says it's cooling. I've tried this once and I mean, it feels fine. It just feels like a normal sunscreen, honestly, but I appreciate the 60 SPF, especially for the face. I have another one. This is the Hyaluronic Acid Watery Sun Gel SPF 50 plus. And I'm sure you've heard about this one. This one is a Korean skincare brand. And I've heard that SPFs over there are way better than here in the US. I'm not really sure of all of the whys and stuff, but a lot of skincare people that I've watched had said that. So this is a pretty good one. I've tried this one as well, but because my face, again, is so oily right now, it's just not the best for me to use because by the end of the day, oh my God, my face is like an oil slick if I wear this. So I'm hoping when my skin is drier that this will be a good one to use. If you do have oily skin and you just want to try like a tinted sunscreen, I would definitely recommend this one. I got this one from the skincare place that I've been going to for my skincare peels and whatever. I haven't gone in a while now because my skin is freaking out, so I just don't want to go back. But it's the Clove Hill Tinted Mineral Sunscreen, SPF 40. I'll kind of show you just a little swatch. But I mean, it's pretty like well tinted, and then it just blends out really nice into like, hopefully you guys can see that. Just like kind of like a matte finish, almost like a matte / satin finish. It feels pretty good. It does cover up some of my scarring, which I appreciate, because sometimes I just don't want to wear a full face of makeup. It's just too much. So yeah, that is the morning skincare routine. Lots of sunscreen, lots of just hydrating products. And then for the nighttime skincare routine, I'm gonna just use this cleanser at night as well. And then, oh, I should mention this, before cleansing, I heard that in oil cleanser or like, what is this? Like a balm cleanser is better for taking off your makeup at night because your skin might kind of hurt or be like just raw. I don't know, that's what I've heard. So they said that this makeup melting cleansing balm, it has hyaluronic acid and peptides. I have actually tried this a few times and it's very nice. So I'm excited to keep using that at night. And then yeah, obviously going in with your cleanser. And then for night, I got this CeraVe Skin Renewing Night Cream. It's just like a little purple box and it's more of like a jar. And this one has a peptide complex with 3 essential ceramides and niacinamide. So this is just a thicker cream than this one. So I think for nighttime, I'm really just gonna wanna pack in the hydration. So that's gonna be good for that. And then this is the Ordinary 100% organic cold pressed rose hip seed oil. I've heard this is good for acne in general, but also for scarring and for hydration. So I got this to try. I've tried it out a couple times already and it does feel really nice. I only use it at night because it is like it's an oil and my skin is already oily. So I just use it at night right now, but we'll see how that continues to go. Okay, this stuff is what I've heard is the Holy Grail. This is already my Holy Grail. I've used this for years and years on my lips anyways, but I went and picked up a few more. I also watched someone who said that nipple cream is a good option as well. I'm gonna go get the packaging for you really quick so you can see. Okay, I know it sounds so silly, but it's basically just like lanolin, which is like a very thick protective cream. This is the brand that was recommended, so I ordered it off Amazon. Comes in like a 3-pack, and they're just like little mini tubes. Like it says nipple cream, but whatever, who cares if it helps. So we'll try that once my lips are dry and cracking. I'm hoping it's not that bad, but I've heard it's pretty bad. Okay, so let's go into body care. So I have a few lotions. This is the La Roche-Posay Triple Repair Moisturizing Cream, and I have actually used this even before I knew I was gonna be going on Accutane. It's so nice, it's very thick, very moisturizing. So I really like this one. And then this one is the Eucerin Intensive Repair Lotion. It has like the very rich label, so this is for very dry, flaky skin. So I'm gonna use this twice a day, once after I shower at night to kind of lock that moisture in, and then once in the morning before I start my day, just to get hydrated before going about my day. If I am super dry, I also got this grapeseed oil. It's 100% pure grapeseed oil and it's sensitive skin safe. I actually used to remove my makeup with this stuff back in the day. It's literally one ingredient, grapeseed oil, so it doesn't irritate my skin, and it does really melt down the makeup pretty well. So this might be an option for makeup remover, but also I like to add a couple drops into my moisturizer just to add a little bit more hydration as well. So there's that. And then as far as body wash, I've heard a couple dermatologists say you really want to keep your showers like lukewarm and also very short. And because you're going to be so dry, you really don't need to be soaping up and lathering your entire body. So this was recommended, the Hydrating Cleanser Bar from CeraVe. Again, I guess this brand is just amazing. I don't know why I wasn't using it before. But yeah, she was like, just get the areas that are dirty. You don't need to soap up your entire body every time because then your skin's just gonna dry out even more. So there's that. And then obviously water. Everyone I've seen is like, you're gonna be so freaking thirsty on Accutane. And I was like, okay, but I normally drink 4 of these a day. These are 24 ounces, but I'm hoping I can get up to like 5, maybe 6 if I'm really dry, because I just think like moisturizing from the inside out is really gonna help. So water obviously is a must. And then I actually got some supplements that help with hydration as well. Some of these I already just take on a daily basis anyways, but this is the Barlean's Omega-3 fish oil. It's 1,500 milligrams of EPA and DHA, and I actually read a study that said that taking omega-3s while you're taking isotretinoin, which is Accutane, actually decreases the amount of dryness that you get. So I can link that study below so you can take a look as well. But if this is gonna help me stay more hydrated, then that's perfect. And this stuff is so delicious. It's citrus sorbet is the flavor, and it literally just tastes like a fruit smoothie. Like, I'm obsessed with this stuff. I'll probably use this forever. Also, while you're drinking all of your water, it's also important to get your minerals. If you're just drinking plain water, you're not getting as hydrated as you would if you had, you know, like sodium, potassium, those electrolytes and things in there. So this was recommended by my trainer, actually, just to be hydrated in general. So these are the Trace Mineral Drops from Trace Minerals. They taste kind of weird. So if you do them, I would say maybe add lemon or like a splash of cranberry juice or something to your water bottle, because I think it's just seawater is the concentrated seawater is the ingredients. So it makes your plain water taste a little off, but if it's hydrating, then great, you know? Okay, what else? The zinc, I've just heard in general is good for acne. I haven't really noticed a difference in my acne. I've been taking this for like 6 months and it hasn't really done too much, but it can't be bad to have a little bit of zinc in your system in case I'm not getting enough through my diet. This is vitamin D3. If I'm not gonna be outside as much soaking up the sun, because I can't, I gotta get my D3 from somewhere else. So these are just the Target brand, and these ones actually like dissolve in your mouth, and they're strawberry flavored and they're good. And I've been using this for probably like a year now, so I love those. And then last but not least is this magnesium from Moon Juice. I started using this because I get really bad migraines, and I've heard that it could be a magnesium deficiency. I've taken this for probably 5-6 months now. I just have it on auto refill, so it comes to my house once a month, and it's honestly so freaking delicious, and it really helps me sleep through the night as well. Like, before I was taking this, I would just be like, I'd wake up so many times during the night, like, what the heck, I couldn't sleep through the night. But with this, I can sleep through the night, which is amazing. And I do think it's helped my headaches as well. So yeah, I just think it's important that if we're going to be taking this very serious, intense medication, we need to be getting our nutrition in so that our body can function at its optimal, even though it's got a lot going on. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I did want to mention, since I'm not going to be drinking alcohol, I did find this girl on TikTok. Her handle is Beauty from Ashes Restorative. I'll go ahead and link her down below. But she has a really cute TikTok. She's an herbalist from Florida, and she has a mocktail kit on her site, and it has a couple tinctures, which are just like oils that you can drip into your drink. And it also comes with, I think, lavender, and it might be something else too, but it's basically like a do-it-yourself mocktail kit, so that while you're not drinking alcohol, which I don't really do that much anyways, but if I'm going to be out with friends, I have a couple weddings coming up that I'm going to want to still be having fun, but I won't be drinking alcohol, which is fine. But they're just little tinctures that you can add that have some herbs that are supposed to help you feel calm, loose, relaxed, and just chill. So I'm excited to get those. I ordered just the tinctures. I didn't realize that the mocktail kit was on her site, but next time I'm out of my tinctures, I'm probably gonna get the mocktail kit because it looks honestly delicious. And she has like a recipe for, I think it's a blueberry acai mocktail. I'll link it all below, but I just found her. She's a small business, so definitely go and support her. And then I guess the last thing I'll do is I'll scooch up and give you guys a close-up of my face. That way I can see where I'm at right now too. And I'll just take you guys on the journey with me. Hopefully you guys can see me. The camera's facing the other way, so I can't see. But it's mostly, you know, here I just have some scarring on this side. My skin is actually looking pretty good today, which is great. But yeah, I have a little bit like under my jawline. Definitely this guy is pretty large. Just kind of hurts, you know. And then I have a couple like around my temples. I get a lot around my temples. My forehead doesn't really break out that much, so I'm not like too worried about any of that stuff. And then my back does break out. I'll just show you guys kind of like just a little quick view. We'll see how it goes on like month 1, month 2. I'll probably just do a monthly update. I'll let you guys know how the skincare is working. And yeah, I'll just take you on the journey with me. I'm a little bit nervous, but also I'm very excited because I'm just ready to be done with the acne. I'm over it. I'm so over it. I also just wanted to mention that if you have acne, you're still so beautiful and your skin does not define you. The inside is what defines you. So I don't want to put that message out that getting rid of acne is what you have to do. But for me, I've just been dealing with it for over half my life at this point. So I'm just ready to be done with it. But don't let anyone ever tell you that your skin defines you. You're perfect. Perfect the way that you are. All right, so that is all the product recommendations that I've compiled from all of the videos that I have watched. Hopefully that's helpful for you guys. At least gives you a starting point, somewhere to start. And like I said, I'll list all the products that I mentioned down below, and I'll also list a couple of the creators that I watched. They have like their full Accutane journey on YouTube as well, and I found those really helpful. So that will all be down below. And then, yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions or if you have any suggestions of stuff that has worked for you. Definitely leave them in the comments below. I'd love to talk with you guys. And yeah, I guess that's it. I'll see you guys in the next one.